So I wanted to talk about something really quickly, and basically it's this ironic situation of having a productive mindset, but also having expectations for success. And basically what I mean by that is that sometimes I just genuinely feel like I'm being really productive and that I'm doing all of the right things, but at the same time, I'm also just not getting anywhere. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. It's the frustration of not seeing results despite putting in the work each and every single day. I hate to say this, but I don't really have a solution for the problem because there can be a lot of factors at play and each and every person has different experiences and circumstances. Maybe we're just impatient and we want to see results right now. Maybe we're just hyper-focused on progress, or rather the lack of it. Or maybe the environment and the circumstances we're in are actually screwing us over. I don't really know. At least in my case, I think the problem is with perception, and I think changing my entire perspective has kind of helped in some ways. Being productive isn't necessarily about the things you do or what you do, and for example, I do YouTube, I do freelance photography, and I write music, and at face value, it's like, oh wow, this guy is doing so much, he's so productive. But the fact that I do those things doesn't really compare to how I go about doing those things. And frankly, I don't consistently post on YouTube. I don't have enough projects, like freelance projects, or enough clients to actually consider myself a freelancer, or at least it doesn't feel that way. And I've also stopped enjoying the process of writing music, and sometimes it feels that being a musician or calling myself a musician is just a label at this point. And I'm not saying this to beat myself down, I'm just trying to be somewhat reasonable and objective about what it is that is happening with me, because if anything's a problem, it's with something that I'm currently doing. If I've been working efficiently, then there should be progress no matter how imperceivable it might be, no matter how small it might be. It's still there, I just haven't really noticed it, I guess. But if there are no results, then it should raise the question, have I been working efficiently? And if not, then what can I do to change my entire process or my workflow to actually start seeing results and start enjoying the process? Like, how can I enjoy what I'm doing, basically? There's this quote that really spoke to me, and I think it might have been from some random YouTuber, or it might have been a famous person's quote or something like that, but I definitely found it on Ali Abdaal's videos, and basically the quote was, "Productivity isn't the end goal, it is the means to reach your goals." What I'm about to say isn't necessarily linked to this ironic situation that I'm posing, but I think it's still related in some way. Basically, doing things for the sake of doing things is not the same thing as being genuinely productive and having that productive mindset where you can work efficiently and also power through any negative circumstance that might come your way. One is busy and the other thing is productive, and they're very different things. So if the problem is that we're being productive but we don't have results to show for it, then maybe we're not being productive in the way that will actually help us get to our goals. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that thinking or questioning ourselves in this specific context. In fact, I would say it's being honest with ourselves, because in some ways I think, or at least I could say this for myself, sometimes I like to fool myself into thinking that, yeah, I'm being productive. Like, I think sometimes I get into that mindset where it's just like, yeah, I'm being productive, I'm getting things done, but I don't have results to show for it, but I did something, so I guess I deserve some praise for it and some recognition. But that shouldn't be the case. I think that's a reflection of ego. And that's a problem, because we won't improve if we have a mindset like that, where we let our ego get in the way and we just have to tell ourselves that, yes, we can't do no wrong, because it's a possibility.